I was teaching you last class. I don't remember the limit. Did you write that last problem? Integral 2 to 4 integer of 2x dx. How to integrate integer functions. That's what I was teaching in the last part. So what we do in integer function is first find the least value of the integer. When x takes value 2, integer of 2x is 4. When x takes value 4, integer of 2x is 8. That means there are how many integers from 4 to 8? All of them, we'll have to take it. So here, look at this. Least integer is 4. Highest integer is 8. This happens when x is 2. Then next integer 5 when it will come. When it will become integer of x become 5. After 4, it is 5, no? Then 6, then 7. Tell me the x value for this. 2x became 5, x is 5 by 2. When it will become 6, when x is 3. When it will be 2, x becomes 7, 7 by 2. And when this will become 4, it is 8 when it is 4. So 2 to 4 is splitted as 2 to 5 by 2, integer of 2x, plus 5 by 2 to 6, integer of 2x, plus 5 by 2, no, 5 by 2 to 3, not 6. Then 3 to 7 by 2. 3 to 7 by 2, integer of 2x dx. Then 7 by 2 to 4, integer of 2x dx. So I can write now integral 2 to 5 by 2. You know that from 2 to 5 by 2, when x takes value 2 till x takes value 5 by 2, everywhere integer of 2x is 4. Do you agree with this? Anybody having doubt?
No, sir.
If you have not understood, you must tell me. Don't take it other way. From 5 by 2 to 3, integer of 2x is 5. Integral 3 to 7 by 2, integer of 2x is 3 to 7 by 2, integer of 2x is 6. 7 by 2 to 4, integer of 2x is 7. Now you can integrate them and integrate your answer. 4 into, what is the integral a to b1 dx? I'll teach you the shortcut. Tell me what is the integral a to b1 dx?
B minus
x.
Yes, it is b minus a. We have done this before. So I can write 5 by 2 minus 2. This can write 5 into 5 by 2 minus 3 minus 5 by 2. Oh, 3 minus 5 by 2. And here 6 into 7 by 2 minus 3. And this is 7 into 4 minus 7 by 2. So your final answer became 5 times half, no, 4 times half. 4 times half, 5 times half, 6 times half, and 7 times half. So 4 plus 5, 9, 15, 15 plus 7, 22. So your answer became 11. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check whether you understood. One more question. Write down. Please write down. Integral 1 to 3, integer of x square dx. Tell me the least value of integer of x square.
1.
1. Highest value?
9.
That means how many places this function is going to become? Integer of x square is 1 when x is 1. Integer of x square is 9 when x is 3. Remember, here it is 1, it will become 2, it will become 3, it will become 4, it will become 5, it will become 6, 7, 8, right? So your answer would be, when does x square become 2? Tell me, what value of x square?
X is root
Root 2.
Root 2. So 1 to root 2 integer of x square dx plus root 2 to root 3 integer of x square dx plus root 3 to root 4. Root 4 means 2 integer of x square dx. Integer of 2 to root 5 integer of x square dx plus root 5 to root 6 integer of x square dx plus root 6 to root 7 integer of x square dx. Finally, root 7 to, not at final, root 8 integer of x square dx and root 8 to root 9 integer of x square dx. So how much this will be? Integer of x square from 1 to 2 is 1. This will be 2. Next will be 3. Next will be 4. Next will be 5. Next will be 6. Next will be 7. Next will be 8. Nine will not come only. Understood that? Because it ends with a lower limit. Now you got to integrate and write the answer. I don't think you have a problem in that. Answer for this will be root 2 minus root 1. Next answer will be 2 times root 3 minus root 2. Next answer will be 3 times root 3 minus root 2. 2 minus root 3. 2 minus upper limit always first. 2 minus root 3 and goes on. You can do it now? And goes on.
Yes, sir.
Understood the idea? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then try yourself. Integral 0 to pi by 2. Integer of 2 sin x dx. What the least value of the function?
0.
0.
0. When x is 0, integer of 2 sin x will be integer of 2 into 0, hence you will get 0. When x is pi by 2, 2 sin pi by 2, you will get 2 into 1, that will get 2. That means how many integers are there from 0 to 2?
1.
0 to 2, there is only one integer. So the limit will be from, okay, when does 2 sin pi by 2's integer will become 1? Or better, I'll ask you, when this become without integer only? I have written wrong. When will this 2 sin x become 1? When
Pi by
sin x
6.
is half. When x is 30 degrees. So your limit will be 0 to pi by 6, integer of 2 sin x, and pi by 6 to pi by 2, integer of 2 sin x. So your answer became 0 to pi by 2, pi by 6. Remember, the number line started with 0, integer was 1. That started with pi by 2, integer was 2. In pi by 6, 0, it was 0, 1. Right? So limit is from 0 to pi by 6, integer of 2 sin x dx, and whose value is 1, whose value is 0, whose value is 0. And pi by 6 to pi by 2, Pi by 6 to pi by 2 integer of any number is 1. So your answer will be, this becomes 0. This will be upper limit minus lower limit.
Pi by 3.
Yes, pi by 3 is your answer. Is everybody clear about this integer function, how to integrate? First check what is the least value of the integer. Then check the highest value of the integer. In between, how much more integer values comes, you need to split the limit accordingly. Is it clear? But the limit will be not the integer value. Limit will be the corresponding x value. Wherever, suppose you have got 3 numbers between 0 and 3, then what value it becomes 1, you have to check. What value it becomes 2, you have to check. Integrate first point this one, then integrate from year to year, then integrate from year to year. I hope you have understood. Yes, yes. Okay. Now I'm going to teach you 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to nx dx. If I want to integrate this, how to do it? This is a reduction formula. This is not there in 12th standard syllabus. This is from your JEE or shortcut. The shortcut comes to use every now and then. How to integrate 0 to pi sine raised to nx dx. First of all, I'll just teach you this sine raised to nx dx. We integrate using this technique. This all you don't have to learn. But when I explain to you, I have to explain to you the whole stuff. And this becomes a first function and this becomes a second function. Integration by parts. First into. Okay. Integral of second. Limit is from 0 to pi by 2. Minus integral of derivative first. And integral of sin x is again, integral of sin x is how much? Minus cos x, no?
Yes.
Now this became sin raised to n minus 1 x into minus cos x from 0 to pi by 2. This is one constant and this becomes plus. Sin raised to n minus 2x. This cos square x I'm writing as 1 minus sin square x. When I put x as pi by 2, this will become 1. But when I put x as pi by 2 here, it becomes 0. Hence, the product is 0. When I put x as 0 here, this will become 0. And this will become 1. So when you put pi by 2, the second part becomes 0. When you put 0, first part becomes 0. Hence, this always is 0. Is clear? Is it clear? Please speak out. If you don't speak up, I get, I feel that you are not there in the class. I can't see you, I'm opening the bracket. And when I open this bracket, because sine's power become n. I'll do one thing. I'll separate it off here only. I don't want to increase my steps. The dx minus n minus 1 into 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to nx dx. Let me call this as in. That means when the power is n, in. If power is 2, I2. Power is 4, I4. So this will become n minus 1. So in. 0 to pi by 2. Sine raised to n minus 2x dx. Minus n minus 1 into sine raised to, what is this? This is the same as question, no? Same as question. Yes. So I'll denote it by in. Because in your one of the JEE question, this notation was used. So I thought I'll just teach you that notation. Otherwise, I would just put I only. I could have done with only I. Now transfer this to left-hand side. When I transfer this to left-hand side, in plus n minus 1 into in is n minus 1 integral 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to n minus 1 x dx. N minus 1 only, no? Let's check. N minus 2 or n minus 1? N minus 2. N minus 2. N minus 2. So this became n times in. When you open the bracket, in got cancelled. So in is n minus 1 upon n integral 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to n minus 2 x dx. Anybody wants to write this? Or in other words, 0 to pi by 2. When sine's power is n, it is same as n minus 1 upon n integral 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to n minus 2 x dx. This is known as reduction formula. Not in your syllabus, eh? Divya, you don't have to study all this. Okay. All right, understood this? Do you want to write down this? You want to write down this?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Did you start writing or you're not started?
Not started.
Okay, start. Please start. Or should I explain once again? Do you want me to explain once again?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, then do one thing. I'll do. You start with me once again. Write the question as prove that. Right, not for board exam. Eh? Don't study for the board exam. There's waste of time. 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to nx dx is n minus 1 upon n 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to n minus 2 x dx. Not for board. MHCT, remember the formula. And JE. This formula is enough for us to remember. But if you don't know, I forget this formula. I derive it whenever I forget. Okay. So let's derive once ourselves, but don't study for the board exam, just for remembering. There are a lot of other reduction formula too. Okay, started with 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to n x dx. Tell me what was that method? 0 to pi by 2, split it. Sine raised to n minus 1x into sine x. Everybody understood the step?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This should be taken as first and this should be taken as second because this can be integrated, this cannot be integrated. First function as it is. Integrate sine x, directly write off minus cos x. We will not waste our time. Put the limit. Minus integral of derivative first, differentiate it off. Derivative is completed. Integrate sine x dx. Put the limit 0 to pi by 2. When you replace x by pi by 2, cos will become 0. When you replace x by 0, sine will become 0. So this whole calculation will be 0 all the time. Then this n minus 1 will come outside. Minus and minus will make it plus. Sine to the power n minus 2x into 1 minus into cos square x. Cos square x is 1 minus sine square x. When you open this bracket, you get two terms. Here the power n minus 2 and 2 will get added. Now left hand side and right hand side, these terms are same terms. So you will bring them to one side. Let me denote this by In. N stands for the power. What is the power is known as In. So In plus n minus 1 into In is equal to n minus 1 into. Can you tell me, if you denote this power with n as In, what will you denote this one?
N minus 2.
Yes. Now the students who have not understood, this notation means I5 means integral 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to 5x dx. Whatever the number that you write here, that is the power of sine. I20 means 0 to pi by 2 integral sine raised to 20 dx. Samjha ki nahi? So this is power is n minus 2. So this became I n minus 2. When you open the bracket, In and In will get cancelled. So n times In will remain. So n, when power is n minus 1 upon n, In minus 2. Now ask me any doubt, anywhere. The notation is clear to you. First you check. So you have to remember only this. In is n minus 1 upon n, In minus 2. Now you will understand what is the benefit of this theorem. Although this theorem is not there in your syllabus, several times they have asked this question in MHCT. Although it was not in syllabus, because there are other methods to integrate without using this. But using this, you will say the answer in 1 second. Everybody has written. Can I move to the next page?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm moving to next page. What did I teach you? In is n minus 1 upon n, In minus 2. What does that mean? Integral 0 to pi by 2, sine raised to 6x. So I put n as 6. 6 minus 1 upon 6. In minus 2 means 0 to pi by 2, reduce the power by 2, sine raised to 4x dx. As everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it became 5 by 6. Again, this I'm going to apply the same formula. I4. What will be I4? 3 by 4 into I2. So it became 3 by 4. N for 2, na? 4 is, 4 when I put it is, 3 by 4, correct. 0 to pi by 2. Sine square x dx. Again, I'll continue with the same. 5 by 6. Look at this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 to pi by 2, sine raised to 0 dx. Anything raised to 0 is 1. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Integral of 1 is how much? Integral of 1, a to b, integral of 1 dx. How much is this? Upper limit minus lower limit.
B minus.
So this is, so it will be pi by 2. So very easy to remember. Start from the power. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pi by 2. So tell me how to integrate 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to 8x. You will start from denominator. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pi by 2. देखो कितना जल्दी आपका आंसर आ गया. Have you understood the reduction formula?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
You can apply this formula for cos also, because you know that when I replace x by pi by 2 minus x, sine will become cos. So formula for sine and cos remains the same. Now let's see, I was talking to you about only even powers. Let's see what happens in odd power. When it is 0 to pi by 2, sine raised to 5x dx. So first step will be 5, 4, 0 to pi by 2 sine cube x. Next step will be 5 to 5, 4, 3, 2, integral 0 to pi by 2 sine x dx. Now it will be 5, 4, 3, 2. Then what will happen? Sin x integral is minus cos x. 0 to pi by 2. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and this become 1. Cos pi by 2 is 0, cos 0 is 1, minus of minus plus 1. So odd number is more easy. Look at this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 is akela. Even number, 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to 4x dx. Even number, what will be the answer? 4 down, 3, 2, 1, pi by 2. When it becomes 0, pi by 2. When it becomes 1, 1 only. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Made a note of this, both, everything that is required?
Yes.
Okay. So this you must remember. Okay, one question to you. Integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 sin raised to 10x dx. आप इसका आंसर लिखो. Write your answer. What will be your answer? Bolo. Is it an odd function or even function?
Even.
Even. So 2 times 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to 10x dx. बराबर है?
Yes.
Now 0 to pi by 2 we can apply the shortcut. So your answer became 2 into. Start from where? Denominator or numerator? Start from denominator. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0 आएगा तो क्या आएगा? Pi by 2.
Pi by 2.
That is your answer. Of course, you can simplify in your own way. I hope all of you understood this shortcut. Very, very
Yes.
important shortcut. They may ask you integral 0 to pi by 2 sin cube x in MHCT, thinking that you are supposed to do by that sin cube method. But you, smart student, will do 3, 2, 1 and finish the answer. Understood?
Yes.
Yeah. So 2 by 3 is your answer. But others will do sin cube x. You know, you'll sin 3 theta formula, change it, integrate it, then put the limit. By the time you finish in 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds, 5 seconds, you'll finish the answer. That's why this formula I wanted to teach you. This is also applicable for cos. Cos raised to nx, same method. If n is even, n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 goes on, even will end up with pi by 2. If it is odd, it will end up with what?
1.
1. It will end up with 1. If n is odd. I think that is sufficient. And so I have completed definite integral, most of the thing that is required for MHCT level. And JEE, of course, you'll have to put a little more mind into it. But that thing, nothing more to teach you. Your syllabus is completed. So I'll stop this recording. And